Hello everyone, welcome back to Elite English Club. Today I brought for class 10th poem Fire and Ice. So let's start the poem. First of all, we will know about the poet Robert Frost, who was a famous American poet. He was born in San Francisco on March 26, 1874. His father belonged to New England and his mother was a Scottish emigrant from Edinburgh. By 1920s, Frost was the famous and most celebrated poet in America. His poetical works, A Boy's Will, North of Boston, New Hampshire, A Further Range, Steeple Bush, and In the Clearing increased his fame and honor. The poem Dust of Snow was also published in New Hampshire collection in 1923, and this collection gave him the Pulitzer Prize. Now we will see the overview before knowing the summary. Robert Frost's poem The Fire and Ice expresses the profound idea that the world would end in either of two ways, either by ice or fire. Both the components are compared with self-destructing human emotions, hatred and desire. The poem very artistically underpins the philosophy that we let our emotions rule us, and if don't control them, they will surely destroy everything around us. Similarly, he thinks fire and ice both are just as competent in bringing the world to a catastrophic end. Now we will see summary. The poet is very much sure of the destruction of humanity on someday. He is talking about two different beliefs regarding the end of this world. These are on the basis of the saying of the people. The poet says that he is in favor of those people who say this world will end in fire. This is because he has seen the effect and result of uncontrolled and unending desires over the life of human beings. He finds that human evil desires are similar to the fire in its nature. So this fire may become a big reason to destroy humankind and this world too. On the other hand, the second belief in this regard says that ice is also sufficient for destroying this world. Here the poet compares the nature of ice with hatred feelings of humans with the other humans. As ice can make the body numb with its prolonged contact, similarly, hatred can also give the numbness to our mind and thoughts, and hence it can make us insensitive and cruel. Such cruelty towards humanity will be more responsible for the destruction of the world compared to the desire. The speaker brings us all into the middle of the argument between two different categories of people. One who thinks that the world will become a fiery end, and other people who think the world will freeze resulting to the end. Poet is possibly talking about the literal end of the world, but he is talking about the power that human beings have to destroy each other. The poet experiences the romantic desire that he has taught the passion for emotions like love and lust. These will probably have the power to turn the earth into a big fireball. But he has also experienced the other extreme side. This is about colder emotions like hate, which have great destructive power. It is a common fact that love gets all the publicity, whereas hate is the silent killer. It may not have the same effect as the fireball ending, but it will do the trick. In conclusion, the poem is revolving around the theme that human emotions are destructive and has two possible forms. So this was the summary. Now we will see the line by line explanation through poetic lines. Here poet says in first stanza, some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. The poet means to say that he is in debate of two people who says one group of people is saying that the destruction caused by fire, and in case this fails, then ice will result into hatred that will end humanity one day. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. Poet is with the first part of the person who says that the people will end with the desire. It means their fire, which is symbolized force on to discuss in a more understanding manner the power of hate, which is symbolized in the poem by ice. Hate, according to the speaker, is just as powerful as desire. While desire consumes quickly, hate is just as great and powerful. In fact, by ending the poem with the concept of hate, Frost directs the reader to the shy yet restrained devastation that hate can produce. Hate can occur and linger in people's mind and hearts for years, sometimes even lifetimes. Hate is presented as having the ability to lead to the destruction of the world if it were to happen for a second time, again providing a powerful warning against this human fallacy misunderstanding. So poet means to say here that in first line the poet is saying that the world will end with a fire, and in the second stanza, but if I had to perish twice, poet is saying if the world will end with the second time, if he got the chance for that, I think I know enough of hate. Poet means to say hate is enough in the heart of the people, and to say that for destruction ice is also great. He means to say ice is also great powerful and would suffice, and it can make the people numb and their thoughts too. So I hope you got the central idea of this poem, what the poet want to say. Here you can say the rhyming scheme. First is end with a fire and the second is ice. So first we will take A and the second is B. Then again is desire, which is similar to fire. So we will take here A, and again this is fire. So again we will take A in 4 lines, A, B, A. Then here twice it is ice related to B, hate, great, and suffice. So we will see here the rhyming scheme in the AB, AA, BC, B, CB. Here we will see the poetic device. Alliteration is used because of the repetition of consonant, that is S. Some say repeated is here. Paradox is used here as a poetic device which is based on a true statement but which seems to untrue. Symbolism is used as fire is a symbol of desire and ice is of hate. We see the poet used imagery here, which is just creating the image, and where an object, person or situation has another meaning other than its literal meaning. It means literal meaning is different than the situation meaning. So fire and ice carry deep connotation. Fire elicits the feeling of heat and light, but also burning and pain. Fire expresses pain as well, and ice, which is the feeling of coldness, but it also explain the intolerance and indifference. So I hope you liked the poem and got the central idea and the theme of the poem. So keep watching and share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.